opinion, but I got them in their feelings, yeah. Ain't vanilla ice, but I'm iced out chillin'. Was the good guy till they made me the villain. Was gonna get a room, but they gave me a villa. I got game, Sports Center. 20 bands for the dinner. 20 dips in a Sprinter. What's a two up? Never been afraid to play my cards. What's a risk to a winner? Barely hang out with these days. What's a lame to a real one? Never leave the house without the pack. Where my at? Take an L and try to double back. We ain't doing that. Say she mad, but I know it's cap. I've been through with that. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Never turn my back on my guys when they need me. Gotta give respect for my job, it ain't easy. In a good mental state of God is the reason. This is plain Jane season. Fresh up off the plane in Japan, I ain't leaving. They say seeing is believing. Well, here's a briefcase with $1 million even. This all week, no days off. This hard work gon' pay off. I made myself a promise young. I would never work a day job, put it in the safe. Never know when I'm gon' need that. Came here with my gang, you don't know where your homies at. Gave you a lot of game, you don't owe me back. You say you a boss, gotta show me that. Never leave the house without the pack. Where my at? Take an L and try to double back. We ain't doing that. Say she mad, but I know it's cap. I've been through with that. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. I got game, Sports Center.
Now from a field that will host Super Bowl 58 come February, there's a good look inside Allegiant Stadium just off the 15 here in Las Vegas, Nevada. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the New England Patriots taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Here we go.
They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34. To throw is Garoppolo. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. But you look at this Patriots defense. They were very good last week in the win over the Saints.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's about what you consider the break-even mark. If you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team.
Montgomery hit, and the ball is is loose, but fortunately he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it, and somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. That'll go down as just a 20-yard punt. And the Patriots take over. Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Off play action, it's Cunningham. That is incomplete.
So, Charles, you look at this offense, what a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0, then lost 5 of 6 and went out in the first round. But I think if you get toward mid-November, the Thanksgiving time frame, and you're still doing this, that's when things start to get real for a ball club.
Cunningham looking to throw. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down.
That looked great when he first took off because, in my mind, there was room to run and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
They'll run it with Elliott. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. A 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
They'll let the QB keep it here off the option.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. A good chunk on the ground on the keeper, 17 yards, 1st down. That may be a sneak peek on this opening drive of what this young rookie can showcase, his legs.
And normally, as you start a game, you're just thinking, can he get the snap? Can he hand off? Can he just execute? Instead, he doesn't waste any time on wrapping another dimension to his game, showing off those wheels, and picking up some nice yardage.
A play fake, now Cunningham. And that is incomplete here.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Cunningham to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
18 ready. Trap 50. Hurt. Trap me Ranger.
Here's Cunningham. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 13-yard line. Now Cunningham. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
From the shotgun, again to Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots are on the board first here in Vegas.
Okay,
So
ready?
the Patriot offense stays out there, and they'll line up and go for 2.
Go.
They'll let Elliott try and run it in. And he will get in to make it 8-0. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called, and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got a look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop.
All right, rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it, and the Pats are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. They'll get this out in a hurry to Parker. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So that as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
1 quarter down, 8-0 the score. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looks for Parker, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Robert Spillane. And the Raiders are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
They brought the house that time on a young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Here we go. Set.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll bring this one inside the 35.
Tempo.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Dragon 60.
Cunningham. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Here we go.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now Cunningham. And that is incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight at just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Would have been a decently long field goal, 51 yards from here, but instead they're going to go for it.
19 tight.
Operating from the gun, Cunningham. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And the Raider D, they get the football back.
Here we go.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well. They're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
The throw over the middle taken in. It'll be a gain of 16 for number 16. Garoppolo going to change the look here. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Raiders at a disappointing 1-4 as they start play. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. Now Garoppolo is in trouble, and down he goes. Matt Judon drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now to punt this one away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time they were stopped on 4th down, had a drive stalled out. We'll see how they respond this go-around.
I'm eager to see what their mindset is, because moving the ball, feeling good, and then that abrupt stop on 4th down, do they go back to the bench and go, oh, boy, they've got something for us? Or do they go to the bench and say, we blew it ourselves, let's get back out there and move the ball again?
And is it different when you get stopped on 4th versus punt? Is that more motivation for the defense, a little more confidence?
I think as a defense, you're so excited with a 4th down stop. Making them punt, that's your goal anyway. But a 4th down stop, that's almost a sign of disrespect that they went for it in the first place. And when you get that, you feel great about yourselves.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
18 Cardinal.
Operating from the gun, Cunningham. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. On 2nd down, here's Cunningham. Now a short one to Gesicki. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him, because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question, because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Well, they intercept Garoppolo for the 3rd time. Picked off by Juwan Bentley. He's to the 15. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown.
Every now and then, those guys can get lost in coverage. Quarterback didn't see him, perhaps. But, boy, what a pick. And how about the run back?
Folk connects on the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. No run back here for Duvernay. Touchback out to the 25.
Here we go.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And in a spot like this, still more than a minute, I think if you put something on the board before halftime, that would go a long. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when he decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the cornerback's hand, and it's incomplete.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. Here's Cunningham from the gun. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Folk's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports.
Once again, and for the call of the second half, let's send you back out to Allegiant Stadium and Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. Marcus Jones going to elect to bring this one out. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Back to throw. Cunningham completes this one to Thornton. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. And now they're in the hurry-up.
And now an audible here into something else.
79 Broncos.
On 1st and 10, Cunningham. And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. 25 yards that time.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On 1st down, it's Cunningham.
He'll get this out wide here to Elliott.
Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he's got it.
And the Patriots are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
They'll come out in the pistol.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And he is in. Touchdown, New England.
Juju Smith-Schuster.
His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Patriots take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Now Folk for the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25 points.
Makes the score Patriots 25, Raiders nothing. Nick Folk to kick off for New England.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board.
Duvernay going to sit on this in the end zone, so it'll come out to the 25.
Here we go, here we go, here we
The
go.
Raider offense set to get this drive started. A CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, the Sandy.
And my goodness, another interception.
It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. Now he's loose at the 40.
And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard, but also you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player. You have to know the situation.
Here we go.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Check it.
They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott.
Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. 45 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Tenth carry now for Elliott. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. Blocking at the point of attack there was very strong. He had a couple of running lanes.
And I never want to overlook the offensive line, but that's what they get paid to do. How about the quarterback? Everyone thinks all he's going to do is throw the football. His movement and deception can help a running game as well.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. Tyquan Thornton taking it in. And the Patriots are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. On for the extra point is Folk. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
The score, Patriots 32, Raiders nothing. Nick Folk to kick off.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. No run back here for Duvernay. Touchback out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Garoppolo's throw is on target to Duvernay. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Hey, alert! Alert! Alert!
On 3rd down, they go Montgomery. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon your running game. It's hard to get back to it, because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Now Garoppolo, gotta have this one. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Now a 1st down throw, Cunningham. Swings this out for Hunt. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. To throw on 2nd down, Cunningham. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Their mobile, agile quarterback. His third touchdown of the game, number 16 on the season. And the Patriots add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point up and good by Folk. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. Duvernay going to sit on this in the end zone, so it'll come out to the 25. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And nearly another interception. Well, it would have been his 3rd of the game, but this time he couldn't hang on. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
On second down, here's Garoppolo. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Kyle Duggar able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Open man is Jacoby Myers. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Up the middle, it's Montgomery. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Garoppolo's going to change the play. Now Garoppolo throwing on second. Being chased out left. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. And the Patriots are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would have, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Second down at 6 now from the 42. They'll try and run some clock now with Elliott. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. 72 yards rushing now for Zeke, and he's got a first down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. On the option, here's Elliott. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Tackle there by Jerry Tillery.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
No run back here for Duvernay. Touchback out to the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
Here now, 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Escaping the pressure right. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense is they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that